Hi, my name is Rose, and this is gonna be an update for Project 10 uses. So I'll just get into the items, and yeah, first is the Super Shock Shadow. I'm not wearing this today. I now have 6 uses. I think I only used this once or twice in the last month. I just didn't feel like it went very well with the palette that was currently in this project. But I think I'm going to use it a ton this next coming month. I'm sorry if the light's kind of weird. It's very overcast today. There's like severe thunderstorm warnings. It's actually not raining currently, but it could rain some more. So yeah, it's always that possibility. So yeah, it's like a very cool toned, it's like goldy, but it also has like some blue sparkles in it, so it's like kind of cool. But it's a green that's like, I think it works best with browns or like cooler toned greens. I was working on a yellow and warm tone brown palette, so I didn't really use it that much. I think I used it once though since last day, so I don't know. Next is this Peripera Sugar Twinkle Eye Duo set, and I'm doing both, so each is a different product. And I've reached 10 uses on this. I did put a little bit on today, but I kind of covered it up with the eyeshadow, so yeah. So I reached 10 uses on the pencil side, the little highlighty pencil side, which this is so easy for me to use because any look I just pop it on the inner third of the little lash line. It's like, I blend it out. Today I topped an eyeshadow over it. And sometimes I top an eyeshadow over, sometimes I don't, but it's not super bright on me because it's not that light on me. This is the lightest shade it comes in, but it's not that light on me because I'm very fair. But yeah, still nice. I'm not wearing this side today. This is like a super pretty sparkly. I was planning on wearing this today, but then I didn't end up putting it on top of my eye look because I really like my eye look. So I was like, yeah, it's just beigey base with some nice sparkles. But if you just tap it on, it's just sparkly and it's super pretty. It's super pretty. Next update, I can try to just tap it on and do an eye look and just tap it on and show you how beautiful this is because it's absolutely gorgeous. But I reached 10 uses on the pencil, and then I have 5 uses on the stick. So I'm halfway with the stick, but the pencil is rolling out. So next is the lip product in this project, which is the Ink Velvet 01 Good Brick. I'm wearing on my lips today. I was like, even though this lip doesn't really go with my whole eye look, I'm wearing a brownie purple eye with some gold on the inner corner and a berry blush, and this is a very red orange color. But I decided to wear this full on because I usually just put a little bit in the middle of my lips and blend it out. I don't really wear these Ink Velvets full on a lot, but I do occasionally. So this is what it looks full on my lips. I did have a balm underneath, so it's not a super heavy layer, but it's this. I would consider this full pigment. I mean, I could build it up and probably make it a little deeper, but yeah. And this I got 10 uses on. Today was not the 10th use. Today was actually the 11th use. I didn't think I was the get 10 uses on this update, but then all of a sudden I was wearing a ton of red looks, and I was wearing this a lot, and I was this is eyeshadow on my Zodiac Panera project that's a really true red, and I was putting this on, and I'm tapping that eyeshadow on top, and it like gave me this beautiful red lip. I was like, oh my god, this is so gorgeous. But on me, I would say it's like very orange, but like, I don't know. How do you think it looks on me? And how do you think it looks with this like eye look or whatever? Because I don't know. But it's okay. It's not a color I would wear all the time, but it's a color I would reach for occasionally. I tend to prefer cooler tone reds and deeper reds. Like, I like dark, kind of cooler tone reds. Like, let me see if I can think of, like, the only thing that comes to mind is Jeffree Star's Unicorn Blood. I haven't owned that in years, but like something like that. But yeah, something like a little darker and a little bit more like smoky, I would say, like a smoky darker red. That's my kind of red. So yeah, next I have the McQueen New York eye pencil in 07 or a heroine. And this, besides what's on my inner corner, is the only thing on my eye. Like, this is all just this blended out. And you see how gorgeous it is? It has these, like, gold sparkles that I didn't even know was in it. Like, do you see? Like, I was trying to blend out with my finger at first, but then I did end up going in with a brush, and the lower lash line I did do with just a brush and then use my finger on that, because I feel like my finger and my lower lash line just makes things a little bit too blown out. So yeah, but this is almost the only thing on my eye. Like, if you just ignore my like inner corner, then like, do you see how gorgeous a color this is? I love it. I'm just like, I love it. And it's like so muted, but still a little like smoky, and like, it's a very Scorpio color, which is my star sign. So I'm like, oh, I really like it. I could see myself reaching for this to do this eye look again, because I was like, I really like it. I really like it. It's like purple, but also kind of brown. It's like a brown and a purple. It's very understated, but also very sultry almost. And it's like really pretty color. So, yeah. Which that's not moving out. That has 7 uses on it. So I still have a couple more uses, but I am liking it so far. I am using it as a liner a lot of the time, but like, it's nice. But I really like it like this, so I kind of want to play around with it more as an eyeshadow, because I like this so much. And last but certainly not least is the eyeshadow palette. In this project I did reach 10 uses. I reached 10 uses today because I used a shade. I used this shade on my inner corner, which is the gold and purple just look really nice together, although they are color opposites, so they can kind of not blend the greatest. But if I'm doing a purple eye look, I usually do a gold inner corner. So yeah. But yeah, this palette I picked it at this perfect time, because I love yellows in like this time of year when fall is, it's like yellow is a fall color to me, and I had so much fun with this palette. I used I think I used every single shade except this one, which is a setting shade. Like, it's a boring shade. I don't need to use that one. But I used every single shade. Like, for a while I was doing a lot of looks with these 3 to help me use this lip color, because I'm like, those kind of go with this lip color more than the rest of the palette, because I don't really like red and yellow together, paired together. But yeah, but this palette is super gorgeous, and I should pull it out again next fall. Hopefully by then I would have rotated through all my palettes. I think I will, but yeah, it's gorgeous. And this is a Sweet Sunflower by Bebella Cosmetics, and it's only $12. It's not like the greatest formula. It's a little powder, you kind of gotta build it up a bit, and the shimmers are kind of flaky. You kind of gotta, they can kind of flake everywhere. I was getting a little bit of fallout like right here, but I just brushed it away and it was fine. But it's a pretty good palette for $12. I mean, I wouldn't say it's worth like 15, but for 12, I'm like, it's really good, and I really like this color story. Like, a lot of yellow brown palettes are not. I think this is my perfect yellow brown palette. Like, it's perfect for me. So, yeah. Okay, so we have, what, 3 products moving on? We have this, we have the lip product, and we have the pencil side of this. So 3 new items are rolling in. So first, the other lip products I'm rolling in is one of the Peripera ink velvets. I'm doing number 18, which is, what is this called? Star Plum Pink. And because I think this will go with the palette I'm rolling in. So I was like, what? I like swatched like 4 of them that I was like, okay, these will probably be the ones that go best with the palette. So yeah, it's like a plummy pink shade. These smell so good. These smell like maybe vanilla. I don't know. Like kind of vanilla, but kind of not. And these smell so good. So yeah, that one. And then to replace the palette, I'm putting in this palette, which I recently bought, and I've used it once. I think I just bought this maybe a month ago, maybe 2. I don't know. This is older palette, but I recently bought it. I just bought it this year. And so this is the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette, and I think it will be good to like use this. I want to like test this out and see, because I don't think it's as cool toned as it markets it itself as a very cool tone palette, and I think it's like it has some warm shades and it has a ton of pink. I think it's mostly pink. Like there's this whole row of pink, and like this whole row is kind of pink, and then there's like that shade, this shade, and this shade is kind of similar, and they're kind of peachy. But like, yeah. So I think I want to like test this out and figure out what shades I can maybe live without, because it is a ColourPop palette. I could just pop out the shades I don't want and just replace them with other ColourPop palettes that I've depotted. And that's one thing I love about ColourPop palettes. I think I am going to like, and I'm going to try to use every single shade besides Luxe and Rock Bottom. I'm just be getting rid of those, but I'm just wait till the end of this, when this rolls out, to do that, because I'm like, I don't need another setting shade. I have too many. I have like probably over 10 or something, and then another black. I don't really use black all that often, and when I do use black, I use one specific black in a specific palette when I do reach for black, so I don't need either of those. And then I will probably be getting rid of one of those 3. I want to test them out and see which one I want to get rid of. And then I might be getting rid of this shade too, because this shade is kind of kicks up all over the palette. It gets the palette all dirty, and like it kind of is chunky, and it kind of like buffs away to nothing. Like, and when I was watching this palette, this is the only shade that did that, and this is the only ColourPop shade I've ever come across that have done this. I mean, these shimmers can kind of do that sometimes, but it's a cheaper formula. But yeah, so I think I might be getting rid of that shade too, but we'll see. And I think after this rolls out, I think I might want to rearrange this palette, because I kind of don't really like how it's like laid out. Like there's just a middle, there's this gray row kind of, and then there's like some cool tones here, some cool tones here. I kind of want to group all the cool tones together. I want to move like these pinks over by like these pinks maybe. I want to rearrange this palette. I don't like the layout of this. I feel like the layout is making it look more cool tone, but I think it's mostly pink with a little bit of cool and a little bit of warm and a little bit of black and white, because I don't really find, like, black and white, could they be cool? Not really. They're kind of neutral. Like, black, white, and brown, like, in the fashion sense, they're neutral colors. So, like, they don't, black and white doesn't really have, it's not really cool, it's not really warm. They're, like, neutral, at least for me. So, yeah, I'm gonna play around with this palette and see. I really wish the Mega palettes had mirrors, because I think they're big enough to really benefit from a mirror, even if it raised their price a little bit. But yeah, I only have this Mega palette. I have the So Jaded one, so I only have 2 now. But I'm excited to use this. There's some shades in here that I really want to use, so like I'm super excited to. And I think this will pair really well with this Super Shock, because I didn't realize I was doing there. Because the times, like 3 of the times that I wore this with like a cool tone brown, like, and I really loved it. I just did that on the outer half and through the crease, and I did put this on the lid, and I loved it. So I think this would go really well with that. And the last product I'm moving in is gonna be another Super Shock, because this one I kind of want to try to rotate through the rest of my Super Shocks, especially before I move. Especially I have 2 that I think I might be getting rid of. This is one of them. I want to see if I want to get rid of them so I can move them on before I move, kind of thing. So yeah, this is I'm Wishing. This from the Heart and Gold. That's all the Super Shocks I have right now is from the Heart and Gold thing. But it's like a white with some pink. I think it will go good with this kind of, this palette, because that palette has a lot of pink in it. It has like a third pink. It's like a third pink, so it's very pink heavy. But yeah, so I think this could go good with that palette. So yeah, I've been talking for way too long, but yeah, so that's all the items I'm putting in. And hopefully next update is not like 20 minutes long like this one. But thank you so much for watching, and bye.